Alright, welcome to the video, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you an interesting game that I played in the T71 some forwards, and I actually died about halfway into the game, right? I did a massive amount of damage, but I ended up staying for the rest of the game because it was pretty close, and I'll just talk through it. We'll talk some strategy and some other things, and kind of see what the end result of this battle was and why. So let's get into it. We're in the T71 I love this vehicle. Great clip that it has on it. I actually, at tier 7, I find this tank to be pretty OP. I'm not gonna lie. Like the amount of damage this thing can dish out, you'll see for yourself. But recently I have done a couple videos on this. We did a session and we did a replay, and I can't recommend this vehicle enough, guys. I don't know why I decided that it was a good idea to make a pass like this, but I wouldn't do this, guys, because you might hit this rock and flip over. So just for future reference, don't do that, right? You might want to avoid doing that. So I'm going to get into the bushes here. You can knock down the trees, and what I like doing is sitting right here because you have vision going down this roadway, and if a light tank tries to poke up like this, you could be spotted. You can always run away, but you know, even if you have a TD that tries to get a little aggressive in here, you know, if you have CVS, especially tier 7, obviously I don't have this, but you could kind of see through here and you might be able to spot a slightly aggressive tank destroyer. So here we go. Here comes the M4, here comes the SP1C. Now watch this. 1, 2, 3 into the M4, and then 4 into the M4, 5, someone else gets a shot into him, and I clean him up with the 6th shell. We're not spotted because I'm going through all this foliage and trees, and 805 damage with one clip, right? I mean, it's just insane, man. Like, that's just, to me, that's OP. Maybe because of the long reload, you guys would consider it not to be, but I'm telling you, if you know how to use this thing, here we go again, SP1C. There's 1, there's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and we clean them up there with the 4th one. 1400 damage, just like that, guys. 1400 damage with 10 shells, but I mean, it didn't take that long, right, to get 1400 damage in this game. We're only 2 minutes into the game, and we're basically unicum right now with damage. Like, I'm just amazed. It's probably because this tank is 2 into the AMX here as well. Watch this, and he couldn't even retaliate. To me, I have a feeling that the expected values for this tank are kind of low due to the fact that it is a collector's vehicle in that tab. You know, you kind of have to go look for it. You can't really just find this thing in the tech tree unless you know about it and go into the collector's vehicles. You're not going to find the tank, right? So I feel like the expected values are probably low because a lot of people, when they did play this vehicle, they played it when they maybe didn't have as much experience with the game and stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of messing around with this P43 and not really sure. I wanted to help him get up the hill, but sometimes I just like messing with people. I don't know, man. I come running through here. I'm at 1700 damage. This is a pretty close game. It's a tie game, 5-5, and I'm gonna run right through here at this point. I figured, why not? Like, really, I'm at this point, guys, why the heck not, right? I'm just gonna YOLO, and I get 2 into the SU100. The first one doesn't pen, but 3 shells there. It took me half a clip, and now I'm gonna go for the reload here, and I'm gonna pull up in this area. Pushing this is actually easier than it looks because you have this extra roadway here that you're able to stay safe on, and you can come back to this rock and stuff, and as long as you have people supporting you back here, like I got the P43 and I got the Dicker at least for now, then you can make this work, right? Because people have to try and poke here, right? So I get a shot into the Hellcat there. I'm hoping this guy is going to push into me. He doesn't. Artie targets me there. Sucks to suck, right? You guys know how I feel about Artie, but it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, 216 damage in this vehicle, that's apparently about a quarter of my HP, but we will get through it. 2079 damage. I'm at 523 assists. We have 5 spots, 3 kills, and yeah, the game is progressing, guys, and we're getting there. So let's kind of fast forward a little bit. This is going to be a long video, so I might as well kind of fast forward a bit here. I do auto target the Hellcat. I'm waiting for this guy to push into me, and now at this point I'm going to take one from him. I'm going to YOLO him because I want this guy dead. I can get 4 shells into this guy before he can even reload and hit me a second time. And now I'm going to reload. I only have 4 APCR shells, so I think I might end up going for heats, but the problem was I got ammo racked, and then part of the way through I realized I only have 4 shells, and I'm like, well, at this point it's like a 35-second reload or whatever. So I'm just going to wait for my repair kit. That's what I'm doing here. I finally get the repair kit done there. Put 1 into the Tiger, 2 into the Tiger, 3 into the Tiger, and then I put 1 more into the Tiger here, and he's dead. And this is what this vehicle is capable of, and why I tell you guys that it's OP. Tiger had no idea that this thing had a 6-round clip. He goes to push me there. I end up tracking the guy, and I literally wreck this dude. So here's where my game ends. You're going to see why, unfortunately. Here we go. Artie, and again, this is why I tell you guys, Artie is so much BS. 396 damage. That's basically half my HP. I guess he penned me there as I was moving up like this. And yeah, man, some random dude in the back kills me. I'm just not going to talk any further on this because I think everyone that's watching this video knows how I feel about Artie. But in any case, guys, the Basoto here gets a nice reset on the cap. And I said, good game, good job. And now we are going to follow this guy, Alex Johnson. We're going to follow Alex Johnson through this battle. The other Basoto that got a reset on the cap ends up dying, and it's going to be this guy and the KV2. KV2 is equipped with the regular gun. I don't blame him because, you know, with the HE nerf way long time ago, HE is no longer really a reliable choice, I guess. So the 152 millimeter is just, it's not nearly as great as it used to be, right? So he ends up getting the kill there on the S51, the Artie that got the shot into me. So yeah, that guy can go back to the garage and play something else because I don't want him playing the S51 anymore. But Stare, SU-100, and AMX-13F3 are all left on the enemy team. Right now, I wouldn't be too concerned about the AMX. I'm mostly concerned about the Stare because I wasn't sure what his HP was. If I look here, I can see now, but I didn't do this when I was watching the replay. So I had no idea this guy was basically just a one-shot. But Basoto is going to come over this way, and I guess they're just making sure that no one is, the SU-100 isn't pushing the cap. And I'm trying to give these guys some tips. I told them, like, maybe you should come over here, but I don't like to be like one of those guys, right? So I say what I say, and then I'm like, all right, I'll just kind of let this be. SU-100 tries to push in. KV2 is able to clean him up there. And yeah, let's keep going, guys. So these guys were doing an excellent job, honestly. Basoto ends up going the other way here. I was about to type in, you guys might want to stay together, but I figured I had already said enough, and I just kind of let it go. And then it gets to the point where they're starting to push in, and I think Basoto, this is a good play for him. Knowing that the Stare is a one-shot to him, and Artie's the only one left, it's the right move to push in. You know, I think they just made a lot of good calls here. So Stare ends up getting a shot there. For whatever reason, he moves back this way. Oh, I thought there was a rock over here. So I guess it wouldn't have mattered. So I guess he was in a pretty bad position and got spotted. You know, he probably should have double bushed there and he would have been fine, but the fact that he got spotted is basically, I mean, you could say that he threw the game, but that was basically the their final defense for the cap, right? And now they just have Artie, and yeah, this game is pretty much over. I saw the Basoto sitting on cap and I said, there's no time. You know, like, there's no time, you got to go for him, because you can see here 50 seconds, and KV2 isn't going to make it to the cap in time. So they end up going for this guy, and take a look at this, guys. Just watch this, right? Basoto comes around here. 13 seconds left, 12 seconds left, and he ends up killing this guy. Bang, with 9 seconds left on the timer. So I thought you guys would really, really enjoy watching this, even if it wasn't from, you know, my tank, but from my perspective, right? My perspective, but not from my tank necessarily. And yeah, that's how the game ends. But I thought it was just quite a remarkable carry by these two. I think they did a great job. You know, KV2 had that kill on the S51. He had the kill on the SU-100 that came like this, right, towards the cap. And then the Basoto, was able to clean up the stair here, and the Artie, and these guys just worked really well together, and they were able to win this game. So I did do 3,200 damage, but I feel like even if I didn't do that much damage, this game, they might have still been able to win this game, right? I think if I died at the beginning of the game, this was a loss, right? But if I did like maybe 2,000 damage, I think they still could have won this game. I don't think that, you know, I was the deciding factor in this game. You know, if I am, I would usually say that I am, even though I don't like tooting my own horn, but I don't think this game in particular was all about damage. I think it was a lot more about the decision making that these two made. They defended cap at the right time, and they pushed their cap at the right time, and that's how it worked out. So hopefully I talked through that strategically enough for you guys to kind of learn something there. And we ended up getting high caliber. I did 3185 damage again, guys. This was 5 kills, and we did a little bit of module damage here. I did put this bonus to experience, and yeah, we got 1254 experience here. And what was it, like a first class or something? Yeah, first class. Unfortunately, I'm actually amazed. So remember, I was just telling you guys about the expected values, but here we got 5 kills and we did 3,200 damage. We did 1254 experience, and this was a first class. For some tanks, this is a mastery. So just something to note. Stair did 1,900 damage, 4 kills. So yeah, I mean, he did well, but that mistake at the end cost him, right? KV2 had 1,700 damage, Basoto had 1,700 damage. They shared 6 kills. So combined, the 3 of us had 11 kills. And I don't know, what is this? 5,000, almost 6,000 damage or something like that, maybe more. My quick maths are not great, but I want to say this is like, if you do the maths, this is like 3,400 and 3,100, so 65. Something like that, right? So yeah, a lot of damage just from the 3 of us, right? And here you go, 48k, and we did bank some for the credit reserve. I have 14, well, I had 14 premium days. Once I opened all of my boxes, I got the 12 box pack, which was like 20 bucks, and I think it's worth it, but maybe some other people don't feel that way. I had 12 days left. This was actually, I'm filming this later on at night, but earlier today is when I had this game. And yeah, this 12 days of premium is really going to pay off. But you get that credit reserve, guys, and I just love that. So that's it, T71 DA. And right now I have 13 battles with this vehicle, a 77% win rate, and look at this average damage, man. 1,543 damage. Compare that to the other 2 light tanks at tier 7 that I have, 1,022, 1,005, even on the 1,375. So if you can kind of see like how this thing is doing in a battle compared to some other lights, like that's just an insane damage maker, right? I mean, it's pretty incredible, like how much damage you can do with this vehicle. In fact, I have even more damage in this thing than I do in the SU-152, which is a tier 7 tank destroyer, right? And a hard hitter at that. Crazy, man. So over here you can see situational awareness, concealment, and then we have smooth ride, concealment, or I always get these two like mixed up, so I just say the 2 things for dispersion, right? And yeah, just keep in mind it's only a 3-man crew, 0.36 dispersion. The DPM is not crazy, but keep in mind it's the 6-round clip that makes this thing insane and does all the damage. And yeah, the pen is decent, and even the concealment. Like I run the Bounty Turbo, and I made a big deal about this in the last video that I did on it, and I run low noise exhaust and optics with the optical calibration, but the Bounty Turbo is huge on this thing. It really is. 479 view range when I run rations, situational awareness, and the optics with the optical calibration, and also the optics in the scouting slot, guys, and then 34% concealment. So T71 DA, if you don't have this vehicle, get it. I said this in my last video with the Kanonen Jagdpanzer, but I definitely mean it in this video, man. This tank, if you play lights, get this thing, man. I can't believe it's been so long that I haven't played this vehicle. Like, I've been playing World of Tanks on this account for almost 3 years now, and I've never played this vehicle. And yeah, I should have been playing this vehicle from the start because it is just a monster. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.